Hey guys, what's going on? Right, this is where I try a complete narration of a 30-minute video. You'll have to give me a bit of a time to adjust to this. I've never done one of these before. So, yeah, basically I was playing on Diablo 3 using my wizard and my meteor build, which I said this will be basically my video of me showing you the meteor build in action. Uh, so I was playing this with my monk friend Xenedos and my wizard friend Kiri, who you have seen in a previous video of me opening 116 Heraldric caches. Basically, we were running rifts, as you can see right now. Just chilling, really. I don't really know what to say. The game is how it is. I'm still trying to figure out how to record Skype volume while playing. For some reason, when I record, it only picks up me. It won't let me pick up Skype while having the game. Is the thing it's telling to be targeted. I can't target two things at once. Probably because it's the free version of Bandicam. I still need to upgrade. But you live and learn. We'll get there eventually. I can't remember if I got any ledges in this, and I can't remember if Zenny, I mean, I know Kiri did, because Zenny would get that joke. Kiri gets all the edges. um, fucking Kiri. So, we opened a few rifts. As you can see, we got two wizards in here now, and a monk. And Kiri is the disintegrate build. I've not made a video on that. I used to play it, I used to have a little go at it. But, as I said in my other video, when I found out about the Meteor build, it really interested me. It was really fun to play, and I really enjoyed it. So I made a video, and as you can see in my Wizard Meteor build video, you'll notice I'm wearing the Burning Axe of Sankis. As in this video, I still have my Chantodos. This is because this was recorded before my Wizard build. So you're not really getting the full taster, unfortunately. I will remake one though, to show you what that's like. This is a couple of. I think this is just one rift or two rifts put together. I genuinely can't remember. I'm doing this narration after the footage was recorded, so I'm all new to this. You'll have to bear with me. I'll try my hardest not to run out of things to say, and if I do, then I'm probably just gonna start saying random shit and in attempt to humour you guys. So yeah. Basically we were all on Skype while we played because we don't type and all that because that would get really repetitive and boring and everyone would just lose interest and all that. So we talk on Skype amongst ourselves, make jokes while we play, just talk about each other and banter. Banter's a massive part of the social element of this game. If you can't banter, then I don't even know. It's basically in the rules of our clan as well, you know. Banter's allowed, just no direct racism and shit like that, because that really is just not good. But we have a good time, you know. All in our clan are active. We're all fun. So yeah, let me tell you about the Meteor build some more. If you've not seen my other video showing you the Meteor build, then please by all means go check that out. I'll see if I can put it somewhere in this video for you. But basically, the Meteor build is you have your primary skill as dropping them big fuck off meteors onto your enemies. It costs 40 arcane power per cast, and you cast 7 meteors per. You strike 7 meteors per cast, should I say. If you have arcane power on crit, it can proc up decent enough. I was having this conversation with Kerry earlier on today, actually, about does it proc. I can't say it does, and I can't say it doesn't. If I'm genuinely honest with you, I haven't noticed anything with it. If I run out of arcane power, I just left click and I use my magic missile to stack it back up and then drop hell. Drop hell on them again. Thank God. These guys have got nemesis braces. I haven't. I can't be asked keeping them in my inventory. But no, these guys have got Nemesis bracelets, so every time we come across a shine, it's an extra elite pack in it. It's a lot of fun. We all can agree, everyone watching this video as well, if you've played Diablo and got Reaper of Souls, we can all agree the Conduit Pylon is our favourite, especially if you've got the Rift Guardian round the corner, or even better, as Xenedos has experienced once, he told me, if round the corner there is the Goblin Rift, the Gobbo Rift. That is brilliant. I'm yet to record a Gobbo Rift. I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to run into one with you guys to see, because there's still a lot of speculation of whether or not it's myth or if it's real. I'll tell you now firsthand, Gobbo Rifts exist. I've been in 3 of them. They do exist, they are real, they are a pain in the ass the higher torment you go, but on the whole it is brilliant fun. Resplendence. I love what they've done with the Resplendence in the game, to be honest with you. They used to be really poor. You know, all it really was a mat chest back before Reaper of Souls and Loot 2.0 and all that. It really was just a material chest. It was very, very, very rare to get something out of it. Maybe the odd rare or so, but not any legendaries by a long shot. But, you know, that's been changed now. So that got decent. Yeah, it was a lot of fun now. Of course, I have to sell again, as usual. I don't know when I'm going to go back and do that. I don't remember. I think it was after I dealt with these. My toughness at this point wasn't all that brilliant. I found it very hard to stay alive for the most part. To be honest with you, I sucked. But I got there. No, I definitely did get there. This was just me using the build, you know. Dropping a couple of blues. Blues are never needed. I hate that. What you just witnessed there, that is so annoying. Because when I go down some stairs, kill some enemies and all that, both of these teleport back up and move on, and I've got to run all the way around, and I look like the fat ass behind that can't keep up. It really annoys me the way they... And Kiri said that he does it on purpose because he knows it bugs me. Thanks very much, Kiri. But yeah, rifts in general. If you guys have never actually played Reaper of Souls, or anybody watching this has never played Reaper of Souls, there's this thing called Adventure Mode, and it basically allows you to explore any part of the map in any act, as well as these things called rifts. To do rifts, you need 5 keystone fragments, and to get them keystone fragments, you complete bounties within acts. If you complete the 5 bounties within the act, you will get something called the Heraldric Cache. When you open that, you have a chance to get a specified legendary, depending on what act the caches come from, which if and when I get some, I will do a video on, but I will just briefly explain that for you in a second. And you need 5 of them, and then you can open the Rift Obelisk, which is just to my left, just down in town, the weird portal thing that was golden. And you can go into a rift, and you don't need to leave game and reset and none of that crap, because once you've completed it and killed the Rift Guardian, which you will see later on in this video, you can teleport back to town and speak to the blue dude stood next to it called Auric, and he will close the rift. You will get experience for it, and about 100 and something K, depending on what torment you're doing it on. It really does differ. And then you can just go straight on and open another one. There's no resetting involved. It's brilliant. Now, what I was saying about the bounties was I honestly don't know what you get from Act 4 and Act 5. I've not looked into that. But I know from Act 1, Heraldric Caches, you can get a ring, a legendary ring called the Royal Grandeur, is it? Ring of Royal Grandeur or something like that. Basically, that speciality of the ring is it requires you to have 1 less set item for the next setup bonus. By that, what I mean is you could have the 2 set. So there's a 2 set, 3 set, and a 4 set. And if you had the 4 set of 4 of the items, then you have the 4 set, 3 items, blah 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 blah. Say you had 2 of the items, but you were equipping the Royal Ring of Grandeur, it would enable you to have the 3 set bonus. Really, really useful if you're an Archon build or something like that, or guilds or something like that. When you're equipping it, and you can get the 2 set, 3 set, really, really good. Act 2, you get legendary gloves called the Gloves of Wonder. They've recently been patched, but before they were patched, any shrine effect could last an hour. It's only meant to be 10 minutes. That's been recently patched, so it now only is 10 minutes. But they used to be really, really, really handy. If you died, then the effect was lost, but it would last up to an hour. So if you had the gold shrine, if you had the speed pylon, you'd have that for 10 minutes. All that. So there. And Act 3, you would have a helmet, a legendary helmet called Pride's Fall. That's just a fucking awesome helmet. That there, all that loot on the floor, and that guy that was teleporting about, the purple, that was the Rift Guardian. Now, we finished it, we've gone back to town. You'll see there's a little exclamation mark above Auric's head. I've moved out of the shot now, unfortunately. But you speak to him, he closes the rift, you'll get your XP, you'll get your gold. There he is, right there. Speak to him, you close it up, like that. 30 seconds till the rift closes, then that golden portal will shut, and you'll be able to just go and speak to him again, and the next one will open. It really is that easy and that simple, and it's a brilliant way to fight. In fact, it's the best way to farm. Now, when you that lady I've just spoke to there is called Kadali. When you kill the Rift Guardian, it will drop something next to the money there called blood shards. I think on Torment 2 you get 59 to 60 something blood shards. It will stack up to 500. And you can use them blood shards once again to find upgrades. You basically speak to Kadala and say you wanted a mystery orb offhand for a wizard. You'd speak to her and that would cost you 5 blood shards per attempt, and it would give you a mysterious orb at whatever level. So it could be a magic, it could be a rare, or it could be a legendary. It could be a legacy set. It doesn't give you any of the new sets, unfortunately. It'll give you new legendaries, but it won't give you any of the new sets. It will, however, give you legacy sets such as Chantodo's at level 70 level. Which I guess, all in all, is useful if it's an upgrade. And basically have to farm the new set items. Which obviously is going to suck for Crusader because it's a new class. There's no such thing as a legacy set item for that. So you really are going to have to do some work on your Crusader should you want to go down that route. So basically that is really it. You open a rift, you talk to your mates while you do it, you have a laugh, you dick about, you find some legendaries, hopefully it's an upgrade for you. And you're more likely to find an upgrade for you than you are somebody else, because thanks to 2.0 it's now smart loot. What smart loot is basically it's more likely to, so it'll recognize your character. So if you're playing as a wizard, it'll recognize, oh, you're a wizard, so you need intel, and it's going to give you a skill that you use. So like for example, if you remember getting a sword or something like that back in the time, and you're a wizard, and it gives you a barbarian damage skill. What is that about? You know? Thanks very much. It's a nice sword, but if you haven't noticed, I'm not a barbarian. It basically now recognizes your class, and it will recognize, I mean, it won't give you a skill that you're necessarily using, but it will recognize your class, so you are more likely to get something of your usage. It's not 100% all the time though. You will still find items that will drop dexterity. If you're a wizard, it isn't all the time. It really is still up to chance, but the majority of the time it'll drop something useful for you. Another good thing that they brought in with Reaper of Souls is the Enchanter. I cannot remember her name in the game. It begins with an M, I think. But basically what you can do with her is you can take an item, say you've got a lovely ring that does 450 intelligence, 450 vitality, crit chance, crit damage, and then some other life on hit. You don't want life on hit, so you could go to her and use some materials, some resources, Forgotten Soul, Veil Crystal, and something else, can't remember, and a certain amount of money, and you can go to her, select that life on hit, because that's the one you want to replace, and change it for a new role. Bearing in mind, after you've done that, it does become account bound. You can do that as many times as you want, but the cost, money-wise, will go up, and it will go up and up and up and up and up. So you've got to be very cautious of your money, like I stupidly wasn't, and you've got to be very observant with what you're getting and see if you can find a way around it. If it's as good as it's going to get, then just keep it as that. You know, don't try and push it stupidly high unless you've got the money, of course. If you've got the money, then go for it. The good thing about Reaper Souls, in my opinion, what I think's brilliant about it, is gems now make a difference. Like you can, the DPS or the life difference that the gems will give you is actually noticeable. Beforehand, I really couldn't notice that big of a change in gems, and I really just couldn't be asked crafting them. I did, but I just didn't feel satisfied with the money I put into it for the outcome it gave me. In Reaper of Souls, I really see the output. If you can afford it, go for them top end gems, especially for your emerald. If you've got a socket and you want an emerald for crit damage, the 130% is incredible. Along with whatever class you are, if you already use emeralds because you're a monk or a demon hunter or something like that, or if you're a crusader, your rubies for your strength, or your barbarians for your strength, or if you're a witch doctor or a wizard for your intelligence, craft them gems if you can afford it and you have the requirements. They are the difference is noticeable. It's really, really good, and it's worth it now. Just please, once again, be very cautious of your money, because the last thing you want is to drop really, really, really low and start to struggle. Because the last thing you want is to be going back to normal, hard, master, expert, whatever difficulty to farm some money because you can't pay repair bills for your T2 or T3. That would really suck for you. So just, make sure you keep a minimum of 3 to 4 mil, I'd say, to be really on the safe side when farming in the T2, T3 and all that. Not that it's going to cost that much, but, should you find something decent during that and you think, oh yeah, I want to enchant this now, you're going to have at least some of the money to do that a few times before you've got to be careful again. That's all I'd really recommend to anybody that's new to it. I mean, I made that mistake, and thank you to Kirian and Xenedos if you watch this, guys, for your help in helping me get a bit of cash back. They've stopped making gold trading a thing. Again, Moldrin, I watched a video on Moldrin explaining this. It does have its pros and cons, because, not everybody, I think the main purpose of that was to stop gold sellers, which it has done. Obviously, you're no longer capable of doing it, so it's really stopped him. But now people are selling boosts and all that. They're never going to stop these kind of people completely. You're always going to get them people that chat shit and all that. Conduit pylon. Once you've got this, run like mad all the way through them, because it's a massive, strong electrical beam that will crit 30-40 mil, and it devastates enemies. It's a shame, because every single time I've got it, so to speak, you have to go to the next level down. That was extremely lucky. A conduit pylon after a conduit pylon. And as I said, everyone just go separate ways, the way you need to go, and just charge. Goblin you see there, I didn't even need to touch it. It wrecked it for me. It's just overpowered. It gives you 30, I think it's 15 or 30 seconds of true god mode. It's just a lot of fun to run through them, really. And if you got teleport like Xenedos and Kiri does, nothing's gonna stop you. We always farm together, us three. Sometimes we have other clan members, and if they're wanting to do some farming and stuff, and we do a lot together. It's a lot of fun. Uh, if you ever wanted to farm, hit us up. You know. Uh, I haven't actually got a community, so I don't know how you're gonna do that. That's funny. Hmm. All I can really do is put my battle tag in, I suppose. Yeah, Little Muppet hashtag 2995, I think it is. If you guys wanted to hit me up, we could see what we could do about getting you into the clan, or better yet, have a farm time together or something like that. Add another guy in, you know. It's fun. Oh, there we go. I did. Was it a ring? Yeah, a ring. I think. Which one is it? Stone of Jordan, I think, or puzzle ring, or neither. I don't know what that is. Can't read it from here. It's a small screen. Um, there's one level that I cannot stand in a Rift. And it's that one in Act 5. If you've not played Act 5, this is it may be a spoiler, so turn your volume off or cover your ears, blah 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 blah, whatever you need to do. It's that one where you're running through before you go and fight Morthael, and there's them silly little like electrical gates, and every time you go through, it'll freeze you there for a second, electrocute you for a couple of seconds. I hate that one because the monster density is awful, and it just requires you to do an awful lot of running about and to find the exit. And it's just boring, that level. It really is. I like the ones like where the warden is in Act 1. If it's the one floor, you're all in narrow corridors, so it's really good for disintegrate and meteor, and it's all on one level. It's really long. There's so many elite packs in there. You can literally just farm the shit out of that one. It's really good. Definitely probably my favourite level in a Rift. It's just easy to do, and there's so much in there to kill. The density's brilliant, and they just keep coming at you like that. You just keep disintegrating and dropping your meteors. You don't need to stop. They just keep coming at you. It's really good. A stretch right there. That was good. That felt good indeed. I mean, rifts don't actually get boring because monsters you wouldn't expect. For example, you can find an Act 3 monster in an Act 1 area in the rift. It's all mixed up. Nothing's really ever that much the same. You cannot get bored of it easily. I remember opening the 116 Hereditary caches and getting 750 keystone fragments. I've actually, oh excuse me, I've actually gone through them now, just rifting with friends. I've got about 8 more rifts worth, so I need to start farming some more of them. Maybe make another video about it. If you guys seem to enjoyed that video, it seems to have got quite a few hits. You guys seem to enjoy watching that, and it's just unfortunate that I wasn't able to unbox the Royal Ring of Grandeur or the Gloves of Wonder, because they were both Act 1 and Act 2 caches. So I'll try again for you guys, see if I can get one, and I'll save that for the future. I'll make that a future video, put it in the list. Yeah, it seems to be that the Diablo videos you guys like, and things like War Thunder and Global Offensive, were not really that big of a hit. So I'll start making some more Diablo videos. If you guys tell me what you want to see, what you want to know, I'll see if I can find it out for you and put it in another video. It'd be decent for you guys, I suppose. So yeah, you just let me know. Again, this Rift Guardian is the god prick of all pricks of Rift Guardian you can find. I detest him. Him and Cold Snap. I hate them. Because then the circles there, you stand in it and it'll own you. It's slow. Oh, it's horrid. I hate it. So again, them purple things, they're the blood shards. They're what you need to speak to Godala to get decent, to attempt to get decent upgrades. It really does work. The first orb that I bought, the mysterious orb, was a Chantodos, which I used for a fairly long time until I found my Triumvirate, which then gave me the fire damage which I needed. So then I swapped it out for that. Gold items really are the best to sell money-wise. You'll find if you didn't get a lot of money before ROS, you'll really need the money. You'll find that it will be useful to sell your golds. What I tend to do is kind of split it half and half. Salvage half my golds, sell the other half, and if it's any shit legendaries, scav it like that because the Forgotten Souls will be needed if you want to enchant a legendary item that you found that you want to change to make better. You'll need the Forgotten Souls to do that. And if you wanted to change something on an amulet, then you actually need to craft a gem rather than a Forgotten Soul, and that's all in all a bit more expensive to do amulets. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this went well for you. I'll see you again.